Today's inspired reading is on the book, the I AM Discourses by Saint Germain. It's been published multiple times, and I will be reading from a section in the book. November 3rd, 1932 is the date of the reading, and the topic is love. So thank you for joining me today. Now take this time to get into a comfortable position, one where your body can become completely relaxed and free of distractions. You can use pillows or blankets. You can use even little eye masks if you want. But just find a space where you can really relax without distraction and just allow the words to flow through you, to penetrate your being and allow you to receive the message of today. So when you're ready, close your eyes. Allow your jaw to relax. Let your shoulders fall back into your spine. And bring your hands and arms down to your sides. Open your hands so the palms are facing up. Don't worry or become agitated if you don't hear everything I say. It's natural for you to flow in and out of conscious hearing. And know the deepest part of you, yourself, is always listening. When this happens, just bring your attention back to the sound of my voice and let it carry you deeper within. Now, come into stillness and remain still. Become aware of your breath, the ebbing and flowing of your breathing. Now take a slow, deep breath and let go of any tension as you feel yourself sinking into the surface you're resting on, becoming still more comfortable and more relaxed. Now, take another slow, deep breath and release your thoughts, letting them flow out into the ocean with each wave, getting further and further away. Now, take another deep, slow breath and know that in this moment, all is well. Settle into your natural breathing rhythm. Relax into being breathed. Each time you exhale, deepening your commitment to relax. As I read this passage, allow the words to flow through you, taking you on a journey of discovery. Be curious about how this message flows through your body, where it lands, and the thoughts and feelings that may come up for you, and resolve to just be with them. There is no right, there is no wrong. There's nothing to do, no judgment. It just is. Just be present with the here and the now. I will be reading from the I AM Discourses, understanding that this book was written based on the teachings of the beloved ascended master, Saint Germain. The references to I am from Saint Germain, according to his time, is God. Much of our understanding of the infinite source, the all-encompassing infinite intelligence that moves through and around us at all times, has come to be called many, many names. God, divine, Buddha, infinite intelligence, the all, the higher self, angels, saints, manifestation, and etc. The list goes on. Know that I do not assume to know, nor do I require any set religious or spiritual beliefs for this reading of this material. I simply ask that you open your mind, your heart, and your soul to the underlining message of love, and let it resonate within you. You are free to identify this I am with your personal, religious, and or spiritual beliefs, as I believe it will not affect the message of this reading. Let us begin. I am is God in action right now. I am is love. The I am is that which beats your heart. And in knowing that, your heart is the voice of God speaking. Now, this very first passage, I am brought to an awareness that I want to share, and that is through the physical manifestation, our human experience, our beating heart, the constant beating of our heart is what sustains us, keeps our physical forms in the present moment and alive. Although we can all agree that our heart is vitally important to life, it is also time for us to acknowledge that there is a greater purpose for our hearts that we have been aware of all this time. It is my belief, and you may disagree, but our hearts, being the center of our spiritual and physical bodies, the very essence of our life, which is love, which is divine spirit moving effortlessly through us, giving us life. It is my belief that once we connect to this realization, we begin to understand the vital role our hearts have in living in this physical world, and how we are to use this knowledge for our and others' greatest good. That's what that first passage says to me. So let's read on a bit further. In the book it says, love is the first principle of life and may be generated to any degree or without any limit whatsoever for infinite use. It goes on to say, love's true activity comes through the heart. To project love forth for any given purpose is the supreme privilege of the outer activity of the consciousness, which can generate love to a boundless degree. This divine love is a power, a presence, an intelligence, a light that can be fanned into a boundless flame or fire, and it is within the conscious intelligence of every individual to create and generate this presence of love wherever the individual desires to direct it. Now that brought up a lot of stuff for me, and that's actually really a heady set, a couple of paragraphs. So I just want to share my thoughts, and here's where I'm coming from, what resonates within me. Our supreme privilege is to love freely, unconditionally, and in boundless measure for the benefit of all, including ourselves. And furthermore, I feel like this awareness of I am, or love, being the divine essence of our being, grows within us the capacity not only to generate love, but to have love be the presence of all things in our lives, which would be the presence of divine. And we know this through our desires and by where we direct our love. I also feel like it is a boundless presence within each individual. It's never ending, and it's always present, and it's always available to us. That's what that passage is saying to me. Now I want you to do something. I want you to bring both hands to your heart center. Place them here and close your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your breath, and now the beating of your heart. Right here, with this beat, right here lies your true essence, the power of your being, which is eternal, giving and receiving love all the time. This place is where the divine spirit, infinite intelligence, God, whatever you want to call it, resides within you, always present. It is the supreme intelligent activity through your mind and heart, which is love. It's always available to you, always present, and always guiding you in all things. The book goes on to say, I am is the power acting right now, every moment. I am is the intelligence directing you. I am is the substance being acted upon. I am is the strength, the courage, the power to move forward steadily through all experiences. There is only one thing in the universe that is permanent, real, and eternal, and that is the I am presence, God, divine, infinite intelligence, which is the owner, the creator, and the intelligence governing all manifested form. Now, this particular paragraph really spoke to me, and I had this epiphany while I was reading this, and I want to share it with you because it's turned out to be something I never, as I got into it, I just didn't even kind of realize where it was going until the end. And then I realized, wow, that's pretty amazing when we think about it this way. So let me explain it to you. Here are my thoughts. So I am, if we break this statement down into its understandable parts, I think it'll help us realize what our true nature is, who we are, not who we believe ourselves to be. So let's take the I in the statement of I am, the actual letter I. If we dissect this I, we have a top horizontal line, a middle vertical line, which is acting as a bridge or connector, and then the last bottom horizontal line. Why dissect the I? What significance does the letter I actually hold? Well, if we think about it symbolically, let me go on to explain. So the top horizontal line symbolizes the heavens, God, divine, consciousness, or infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it. It is the top. And then the middle vertical line symbolizes the life experience, physical manifestation of all life, which is experienced by intellect, senses, and our emotions. The bottom horizontal line symbolizing the elemental manifestation of consciousness or infinite intelligence through the elements, energy, space, and time, which represents Earth. Now, for the human experience to manifest, it requires all three levels of consciousness to exist: top, middle, and bottom levels. The top, which is the I am, is eternal and always present in all things. The manifestation of the top level and the bottom level of consciousness are necessary for the middle level of consciousness, which is life, to exist. As a result of the top and bottom levels of consciousness, life is possible and experienced through the heart center, the senses, and the mind through intellect. It's through these three centers, the heart, senses, and mind, that the human experience is actualized and witnesses the I am. So the I represents I am, consciousness, divine, God, infinite intelligence. So now if we take the symbolism of am, which is A and M together. The am is the primordial sound of God, the divine, infinite intelligence. It is the word. It's evolved with humans over time, being written in many different ways, but its meaning is transcended all languages and never ever changes. It is the word of God. So now in this evolution of life, it is AM, am. In prior centuries, it was spelled A-U-M, aum. And even further, O-M, om, the primordial sound of creation. So when we put them together, we have this statement, I am, which, as I worked through this, came to mean, for me, the manifested consciousness of divine, represented by the I, which is the three levels of consciousness made possible through the Word of God, am. The human experience is to be conscious and acknowledge this truth. It is known to us by the beating of our heart. Now the book goes on to say, nothing comes into physical form which is not first perfected on the invisible or higher planes. I am here and I am there. I am the conscious action everywhere. That ends the reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. So now I'd like to take you through a guided meditation. Now bring your attention once more to your heart center. Imagine a soft light glowing here in your heart. Notice as you watch this soft light, a warm sensation begins to pour out of your heart center like golden honey. It slowly moves through your body, filling every part of your body with this beautiful, soft, warm light. As you watch the soft, warm light move through you, you are filled with the sensation of love, joy, and happiness. Know that you are being reconnected with the presence of your essence, the I am. Take this time now to be present to these feelings and allow yourself to be immersed in these sensations and bathed in this beautiful, soft, warm light. Now come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out, and the sensation of your heart beating. At the same time, develop your awareness right now of your physical body. Now bring with you all that you have learned today, and know that you can come back to this awareness of I am anytime. Know that I am love is who you are now and for all time. Take this moment to thank yourself for giving yourself this gift. And when you feel ready to move, start by slowly moving your hands and feet. Take your time. There is no hurry. When you are sure that you are fully awake, gently open your eyes and feel awake, alert, and refreshed. This reading is now complete.